Hello, Kendra. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good in yourself.
I'm good. I'm pleasure to finally meet you. The reason why I'm getting a hold of you is because I want to go over this informed consent form um, before we start any kind of counseling. How you been doing? How's everything going?
It's going okay. It's
Okay.
going good. Yes. Thank you for
Okay.
asking.
Okay. Good. And consent form is basically uh, c- um, your rights while you're coming to counseling, and just different things that we offer and what we expect from you, what you should expect from us. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So the first part is a client counselor service agreement. That's pretty much your HIPAA laws. HIPAA is your Health Insurance Probability and Accountability Act. It's pretty much it's confidentiality to all your um, anything that we speak of while you're in counseling. It's all your rights, all right, to confidentiality. Okay. Um, also, and for the purpose of the treatment payment, all these documents are long and sometimes complex. And it's very important that you understand them when you sign the document. So if you have any questions, let me know before you sign anything. If you have any questions, feel free to stop me. And so we can go back and answer your questions. I want to make sure you have everything clear before you sign anything. Okay.
sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Next part is your goals of counseling. There are different goals that we have that we want you as our client to have, whether it be long term or short term goals. Long term goals could be maybe where you want to maybe go to school. Once you're done with high school, like what do you want to go to school? What are your goals for maybe your senior year in high school or something. That's kind of long term goals. Short term goals are more like like trying to, if you have maybe depression, anxiety, um, and stuff like that, or maybe trying to even build healthy relationships with people. Those are more short term goals that we want you um, to have. We want those are the kind of goals we want you to maybe set for yourself. Okay. Um, Also, and then whatever goals for the counseling, they'll all be set by you. Okay, I'll sit down with you, help you out, but I want the goals to be set by you. Okay, do you have any questions so far?
Not right now. Thank you.
Okay, so the risk and benefits of counseling. Um, you gotta remember when you come to counseling, there might be stuff that are maybe make you feel uncomfortable. Um, and that's kind of part of the process. But at any time you feel uncomfortable, just let me know. Okay. Also, the progress is going to be slow. Don't expect, it's going to take time. Your progress is going to be slow, and eventually, it's what like they say, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. We want to finally get there, slowly get there. Okay. Um, but also the benefits um, are to help you with coping skills and maybe make some behavioral changes, reduce symptoms of mental health if you have them, disorders, improve your overall quality of life. Okay. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. Appointments. Whenever you have for appointments, your each counseling session is going to be 50 to 60 minutes long. And I'm going to be aiming for once a week. Okay. Um, and we prefer you if something happens, maybe they have to cancel or something like that. Um, that's done within 24 hours. Give us a 24-hour notice, okay? Um, and if you miss a session without canceling within the 24-hour notice, you may be required um, to pay for the session, unless we both agree that you weren't able to attend due to circumstances beyond your control. Okay. Um, it is also important to note that insurance companies do not provide reimbursement for canceled sessions. Thus, you may be responsible for the cancellation fee. Okay. Any questions?
I do have a question. So what if
Well,
I forget that I have a tutoring session or something after school and we have a an appointment and I miss it and do I will I have to pay for the fee or
no, no. In a situation like that, it's understandable. All I ask is if you have to get tutoring, that's fine. Um, just let me know, and maybe bring something from the teacher. That just hey, they were doing with your, she was here with me during tutoring. That's why she didn't make or whatever. Just let me know that you were there, okay?
okay.
And that'll be fine. It's up to my discretion, but if it's something like that, that's benefiting you, that's fine. Don't worry about paying. Just let me know, and maybe if you're with the teacher, just have her send you something with you, and then our next session, just give it to me.
Okay. Thank
Okay?
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Your next part is your confidentiality. All right. We will keep every effort to. I'm going to make every effort to keep your information private. Right. But if you wish to, for some of your information to be released, there will be a consent form later on in this that you need to sign. That's releasing confidential some confidential information to whoever you want to have that information. And um, so, your counselor or myself may consult with the supervisor or other professional counselors in order to give you the best service. In the event your counselor or I consult with another counselor, no identifying information such as your name will be released. Okay, so if I need to speak to some, maybe ask for um, guidance on a situation that maybe I don't understand, or maybe I need some more guidance from maybe a supervisor. I'm just gonna bring up the situation, but not who is giving me the information. Meaning, like I'm not gonna say Kendra's telling me this. No, it's just hey, I have this situation. I want to understand what do you think? But it's never gonna be as far as who you are, your name, or anything like that. It's just trying to get some information to help me out,
So
to
since
help you out.
I'm underage, does it mean that you have to share our sessions with my foster parents?
No, you're buying under the HIPAA laws. So everything that we go over is all confidential,
So not
unless you
even my
want them to find.
teachers or like my social worker, no one.
No, unless you want them to know, and
Okay.
then we will sign. You will have to sign another consent form releasing that information.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Good.
good question. Um, telemedicine, a technology assisted counseling, or TAC. This is another form of treatment that we offer. It's either over telephone, email, or Zoom, like you and I are doing right now. Okay. How even though it's through Zoom, those three methods, you are still bound under HIPAA laws. We still cannot. It is still confidentiality is still part of this process as well. Okay. Um, some of the your benefits, it reduces the stigma of obtaining mental health services. More convenient counseling options include location time, no driving time. Like in your situation right now, you don't have to go nowhere. We could just do it right here at the comfort of your house. Okay. Um, some of the limitations: the clinicians cannot see you or your body language, or or your nonverbal reaction of what we're discussing. Um, So, and then, due to technology, technology may fail while we're doing our counseling, and I'll get into more detail on that later in a bit. Logistics. Um, I will email you a link. If you want to do it over Zoom, I'll email you a link like like I did for this session, so that we could do the this over Zoom. Um, and we expect you to be available at your scheduled time and be prepared, focus, and engage with the session. Um, and your clinician will be I'll be connected with you in a private location like I am right now. So just there's nobody here listening to what we're talking about. Um, I suggest you wear a headset to increase confidentiality um, as the sound quality of your session. Um, Please know that the clinician cannot guarantee the privacy and confidentiality of conversation we have via phone, as phone conversations can be intercepted either accidentally or intentionally. Okay. Connection during loss of phone session. If your connection is lost during the phone session, we will call you back immediately and we'll continue up to 3 times. Okay. Um, if for some reason we can't get a hold of you those 3 times, I will still be available for the rest of that session. So if you so like maybe 10 till the end, you finally get your connection, call me, I'll be here. Okay. So if you still be here if you should need to get a hold of me. Um, Connection lost during video session. If the connection becomes lost during the video session, your clinician will immediately attempt to re-engage you. If still unable to reach, they will call you, troubleshoot the session, the reason of the connection loss, and your clinician will remain available to you during the entire course of the scheduled session. Recording sessions. There is no recording, but at all of these counseling these sessions that you and I are going to have. Okay. Um, In-state jurisdiction. It says please be advised. Please advise me if you. Uh, so I can only practice. I can only help you if you're living in the same state. So right now that we're living in Arizona, we could I could treat you. But as soon as you move outside of Arizona, I lose my jurisdiction. I can't lose. I can't help you no more. Okay, that's what that means. We already went over the cancellation policy. Emergencies and confidential. This is the form that I was telling you about. If you see right here, we want you to, if you could leave, once you have an emergency contact with us. So you would go over on this part right here. We go ahead and fill out the full name, phone number in relation to client. Um, and then on the bottom, this same person we want to be the same person. Maybe if you do want someone to have confidentiality that when you want to give your information to, then you're okay with giving. This will be the same place. This will be the same spot you would sign as well. Okay. Um, and this is your consent to participate in TAC if you want to do it over Zoom. By signing below, you agree and read and understand all about sections of TAC, informed consent. And you agree that you understand the limitations associated with participating in TAC counseling sessions and consent to attend sessions under the terms described in this document. Okay. Then you right here on this one, you date that the verbal that you and I had this discussion that you understand the policies. Um, and then keep it recording. I will keep notes um, of what you and I talked about. Okay, that's just for me to treat you. Okay, but it stays with me. No one else is gonna have it. It's gonna stay with me. Okay. Your fees. There's a fee schedule right underneath it. Your insurance, and this is how your insurance is gonna work. Um, and then you contact your provider. Um, if I'm not available when you need to get a hold of me, just go ahead and leave me a message, and I will return your phone call as soon as I become available. Okay. Right here, this email. I may request to your email. Um, if I need to email you something, maybe for you to sign or send you stuff for like as tip for depression, relaxation techniques, stuff like that. If you want that, if you want me to do that, just go ahead and right here where it says write your email address. Go ahead and write your email address right there. If you want to opt out and you don't really want any of that, just go ahead and just have put a check mark right here where it says you want to opt out. And then right here, this is the consent to treatment. This is where you sign. You write your client's name, your birthday. And I want you to go and sign it and your date. And then right under that, you're gonna put your guardian's name since you're only 16. Your reminder, so you're gonna have your guardian sign, print and sign, and then date as well. And then once we get all that, then I'll sign and we can start treatment. Okay. So I'm thinking, do you have any questions first before I move on?
I just wanted to see if we were able to communicate through text or does it have to be phone calls?
I would prefer per phone calls
Okay.
because text I don't want to like keep any personal information on my phone. So I'd rather if we're gonna do that, I'd rather do it like this, like we're doing it right now, instead of doing it over text. I don't want to keep anything on my phone where it could be personal.
So if I'm running late for an appointment, it's okay for me to text you and tell you through text though, or do I have to call you?
I'd prefer you call me, and just leave me a message, and I'll get back to you. I'll leave you my email. You can email me as well.
Okay.
Okay. Um, Also, about making maybe our next appointment. When are you available? Are you available next week?
Yes, I after school, so anytime after 5 p.m.
What day works for you?
Any day.
Any day? How about next Tuesday?
Okay,
About 5 o'clock? Is that fine with you?
that's fine.
Okay, and while we wait for that day to come, go ahead and think of um any goals that you want to accomplish. Maybe write them down for me or something. That way, when you come, we could go over with you and then go into detail and start a plan for you. What do you think?
That sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have any other questions for me?
That was it for today. Thank you so much. It
Oh,
was very
okay. Thank you.
helpful.
Just go ahead and fill that stuff out to me for me, and then get it to me as soon as you can. That way we can start with your treatment. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.